Hey guys, Chris back from C&H Small Engine again. I got another quick video here for you guys. It's a little windy in the background, so I apologize if you hear any kind of windy noise, and also the road noise as well too. Because we had an accident on the road here, and we got tons of traffic going past our place right now. A subscriber wanted me to do a quick video on the newer Craftsman machines that are no longer tied to the Sears brand. And this is what it is. This is what it looks like right here. This machine is a 2018 specific model here. It's branded as Craftsman M210, and this is what it looks like. It does not have the affiliation with Sears anywhere on the machine, so I just want to show you what these things look like. This is a 2018 machine. Here's the front identification tag on the engine shroud. Sears Craftsman, or I should say it's Craftsman more importantly to be exact. So it's plain Craftsman on here, M210. It has a Briggs & Stratton overhead valve, the next generation overhead valve engines, and you have the black covering on here for the front wheel drive. I should say. I keep on thinking it's four-wheel drive because a lot of these newer ones are out there. So it's front wheel drive, self-propelled on here, and you also have the identification tag for the specifics of the model number on a white rectangular shaped portion of the carb side of the body right here. Specifically, you have a plate right here in front of the carb, so you have a readily identifiable identification of the carb information right there for that. So you can see that right there. It has the model number and serial number of the carburetor, so it's easily to verify what kind of machine you have and what engine size it is as well too, for reference points. It has the overhead valve newer generation engine on here. You also have the older information on the other side right here as well too. For the engine's designation, you have the date code. It's dot matrixed into the side of the engine block over here for reference as well too. So it has the information right here. Let me see if I can zoom in here so you can see that. There you go. Let me see if I can get a better shot here. Right. Let me see. I'm zooming. There we go. Date of manufacture 10. Looks like 10/30/2018, and a 09P702. Model number specifically for that. So 2018 model number. I believe they started to convert the machines over to the Craftsman designation after Sears is no longer affiliated with the brand, because what happened was Sears spun off the name Craftsman to like Home Depot and Lowe's and some of the other big box stores out there. So you might see these in your local hardware store and other hardware stores in your general area, because in my area I've seen a few of these at the local Busy Beaver hardware store, and also some of the True Value hardware stores as well too. So this may be in a hardware store in your town, depending on which brand name of hardware store you actually have in your area. Here's your identification tag on the side of the deck down here as well too. You get a barcode right down here. You also have, it says made in the United States with global materials. And on the back here, you have your typical identification tag. This one is produced by MTD right here specifically for that, because it has a MTD designation for the actual barcode and information on here as well too, guys. So we'll give you a shot at that right here for the information. Let me see, get a better shot here for you. Here's your identification tag. You can zoom in here. That's your identification tag for the Craftsman, produced by MTD as a subsidiary designation right there for that. So it retains the Craftsman name, however it is being produced by the MTD company. So this machine just has your typical Briggs & Stratton engine on it, the overhead valve. There's not really much that actually changed on it, other than some of the features do have a more Briggs & Stratton or more a MTD flavor to them. The bell control design up here, the handles, it's typical of like an MTD style on here for that. They have like an upgraded or updated control linkage right here. This is more of like a AYP older design right here. Like, so they're basically trying to have like a hybrid design on some of these features on here, where they have older AYP mixed with MTD branding of parts and components on here for that as well too. So some of the stuff has like an AYP flavor. Other portions of the machine have like an MTD style flavor to it as well too. So That's what the machine looks like. Your handle for your bell control back here for your drive, and your typical bell control on the top here as well too. So that's what it is, and everything else about the machine right here. It's a good old we don't call it 21-inch machine, I believe, here as well too, because this machine's only like about 1.5 years old. It's not beat up or abused or anything else by the customer, so it's still in relatively good shape. It just has not been cleaned up by the customer as well too. So we'll go ahead and fire it up here for you. Got primed a couple times. This one has a really good primer bulb on here. It's like almost perfect on there. So let me go ahead and take it over to the grass over here and fire it up here for you. Sorry about that. Starts up good, no form, and the drive works good as well too. Show you that in the back. Drive, and the drive's working perfect. It's always a good idea to test out the drive machine prior to giving the machine back to the customer, because unfortunately the machine should be able to pull its own weight if you're out there testing it. That's why I typically lift up the back handle back here, and what it does is it lifts up the front, or it puts all the pressure on the front drive unit, so it really puts a load on it so you can test out the functionality and make sure the belt is healthy, and also the cable system is healthy in there as well too for reference points. So that's a quick video about the newer generation machines from the Craftsman brand. It no longer has the Sears name attached to it. Here's the top cover video shot. Sears Craftsman, or the Craftsman name, sorry about that. M210. It has nothing related to the Sears anymore on the machine. Just had the Craftsman designation and M2110 on there. Nothing about the Sears logo at all anywhere on the machine. So it's wholly made by MTD now. Here's a shot of the back. So there's your walk around for the newer generation of the Sears, or the no longer Sears. I keep on screwing up, sorry about that guys, but I keep on thinking it's a Sears Craftsman because I've been brought up my whole entire life having a Sears Craftsman name going together like that. So now it's like a new thing where they're no longer together because Sears is basically bankrupt and they're no longer producing their own line of lawn and garden equipment out there for reference points. So anybody has any comments, questions, whatnot, feel free to drop me a message here. These machines are okay if you plan on using for light duty use in your yard. I recommend using them maybe 2 to 4 times a week, or 2 to 4 times a month in a given a month's time span right there, for maybe about an hour to 2 hours each session out there, because these are light duty, occasional use only machines. So just be mindful of that when you do purchase one of these things. These things are only about, I don't know, probably about 180 to 200 some dollars depending on where you actually buy them from. I see them online at the Ace Hardware, and I believe True Value going for about 180 to 190 bucks at their retail website online. So if anybody has any comments, questions, as usual, just drop me a message here, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible with some kind of basic troubleshooting or quick tips and tricks. I'll see you guys.